Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool. City lights shining so bright. Fine dining nights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right. Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
Welcome to the show, YouTube. Today we're going to have it in. We're going to break it down today. We are going to break it down. But we're seeing that men are in relationships for love. Women are in marriage to thrive. Now, Anton Daniels gives us perspective. I got a video. Bring up this video real quick, and then we're going to check it out.
Divorce lawyer, I can tell you that you should not marry for love. If you choose to marry for both love and money. Being poor can destroy love faster than infidelity ever will. I watch relationships crumble every day because people thought romance alone could pay the bill. One of the dividends of a good marriage is financial stability. Love feels magical until rent is due. Love feels deep until debt enters the chat. Love feels eternal until someone can't carry their weight and the other person is forced to become the emotional, financial, and logistical backbone of the entire household. Nothing kills chemistry faster than constant stress. Women are taught to prioritize love above all else, and men are
well, I don't agree with what she says. Women are taught to prioritize love. Well, maybe self-love. Maybe self-love. They're convinced, they are taught to love themselves above all things else, right? I think women are taught to love themselves and prioritize themselves above everything. So whether they're taught or not, they still do it. But when you talk about love, it's not talking about loving the man or the family over themselves. So when women marry, they marry to thrive. Women when they get married, they want to reach the epitome of life. They're not meant to just be at home, sit and take care of kids, and just looking. No, they want to reach levels. They want to strive into greatness. That's what they marry for. And once they see that if that marriage is not taking them there, this is why they have no problem with getting rid of it. Women look at it that way. They don't marry for love. Men marry for love, which is kind of stupid, but it is what it is, right? We love the woman. We love her, and once we love her, we disarm ourselves and share all our resources and marry her and have kids and, happy wife, happy life. But this is why the men are forced to go with the happy wife, happy life technique, because they married for love. Well, women, they married to thrive. They're looking at, hey, you need to take me to the top of this mountain, or else. Or else. So we can look at the results and look at the divorce rates. We can look at all of it and see that women, if they don't get what they want out of that marriage, they will leave. They will leave. That's not even disputable, because their self-preservation of self-love to them is more valuable than loving somebody who isn't taking them to where they need to be.
Taught to prioritize stability. And that mismatch is why so many women end up resentful and exhausted, while men end up shocked that the relationship collapsed.
And that's it. Women, they resent you because they took a gamble with you that you was going to better their life. Now, let's break that down. Let's break that down, what that means. So let's say she marries a rich guy who got everything. Now her expectations are for him to get her into a state of emotional need, right? She needs him to be, her emotional and dumpster. And he needs to master that. Right? He needs to make sure that she's in the front and he's in the back. Right? This is how women feel they need to thrive in a relationship where the man has, let's say all the material things he wants. They need to be in the front. This is what Aisha Curry was complaining about. She wants to be desired by other men. She wants to be looked at as the breadwinner. She said, I didn't think Steph Curry was going to be more popular than me, more greater than me, right? So she kind of, it eats her up inside because she thought she would be the one. Women want to thrive, whatever it is, to win for their self-love and self-preservation. That's just their nature.
He thought love was enough, and she thought love would be the reward after the hard work. Neither realized that without financial security, both of them would slowly suffocate in the same room. I see women walk into my office saying, but we loved each other. And yes, they did. But love doesn't stretch a paycheck. Love doesn't magically fix a partner who refuses to work. Love doesn't turn a financially reckless man into a stable one. And love definitely doesn't replace a retirement account. Marriage is not just a romance, it's a business partnership. Two people joining finances, debts, assets, responsibility. If one partner is irresponsible, the entire household suffers. If one partner can't manage money, the other becomes the default manager. And when one person carries everything, love turns into labor. People hate hearing this, but it's true. Money supports love. When you have stability, you can focus on building a life together instead of fighting to survive. Love is essential, but it's not enough. Look at how he spends. Look at whether he saves. Look at how he treats obligations. Look at how he behaves under pressure. Because the man who is careless with money will eventually become careless with you. Marry for love, but also marry for financial intelligence as well, because you deserve a partnership that feels like freedom and not a rescue mission. If someone tells you that marrying for both love and money is shallow, just remember, the people who say that usually have neither.
Well, here's the caveat, because she cooked and she's 100% right about everything that she's talking about. But I think that there's some more context to that, right? So when we talk about love, we have to talk about age. When you talk about marrying for love, for example, and I'm going to break this down into maybe 3 or 4 different segments or parts. When you talk about marrying for love versus marrying for money, it depends on how old you are. If a lot of...
Now, is that necessarily true? I believe women never marry for love. I don't think no woman in this world married for love. I think women marry for security. They look to thrive. Women look to thrive in a marriage. They look for that marriage to take them to the next level. They don't marry for love. Right? No woman marries for love. That's why she can love you all and you broke. She's not going to marry you. Even if she loves you, she'll have to leave you. Women will not marry a broke man. It doesn't happen. Broke men don't get married because women don't love broke men, because women don't marry for love. Women marry to thrive, to reach the height of life. That's why they have all the expectations for the men to have all these things. And one of the top things for them to marry you will be financial efficiency. That is at the top for every woman when it comes to getting married. Now, for her to have a relationship with you and kick it with you for a while, all right, you don't have to be super rich or you don't have to be super successful, but you do have to be somewhat efficient. But to get married to a woman, the finances is at the top of her list. You need for her to take that ring, you need to be a economical powerhouse in her mind. In her mind, you know, there's just no way she's going to take that ring if she feels that you guys are going to struggle. If you feel that you're not capable of paying the bills on time, there's no way she's taking that deal. There's no way. Women are playing to win. They're not. They're looking to thrive. So you don't see a whole bunch of poor men running to the altar to get married. It just doesn't happen. Them shotgun marriage days are over. Women are looking to have all these expectations, and you got to meet them damn near 96, 97% to marry them. To marry them. You have to meet those standards. You have to. There is no other way a woman's going to marry you. She's not going to say I do if she thinks she got to take care of you. If there's uncertainty, she's not going to say it. She's not going to say it. And even if she do take the ring, right? And she doesn't see any improvement in the financial department, she will call off the wedding. Listen, this is why women divorce so much, right? This is why we have to understand. They don't value marriage like men value marriage, right? Women will throw a marriage away. No problem. Once again, if they feel that this marriage is not making them or helping them to thrive in life, they will destroy it. No problem. Not even lose any sleep about it. Because women want to win, not be losers. And if they feel like this marriage is making them lose in any way, they get rid of it. And this is where the numbers tell the story, right? When women divorcing 800,000 times a year, that tells you that you are expendable to them if you do not help them thrive to the next level in life.
Women will take this advice and they say, hey, I just want to love him, but at the same time, he got to be a millionaire or he got to be making this amount of money or $250,000 a year. For example, if you are 21, 22, 23 years old, I just recently seen a video of an 18-year-old woman getting married, which was dope, and a lot of women hated on her. You're supposed to be figuring it out together. You don't have to be completely broke, but it doesn't mean that you are sufficient, and that's when we're talking about the build phase. This lawyer in particular is looking at things from the lens of a bunch of people that went and got divorced, or women that went and filed for divorce, or people that went into her divorce office and said, hey, listen, this is not working, and this is the reason why it's not working. She's not looking at it also from the lens, and again, she was right, but she's not also looking at it from the lens of people that are successfully married, right? And what I found is that not only is she correct, but if you are starting to graduate, for example, and evolve, you have to be growing with the person, and that's what makes the relationship successful, right? It's not about who is doing what, but it's more or less about what value do we get from each other and how do we continue to pour into each other, because it's an exchange for strengths and weaknesses, and us being successful together allows for us to grow financially and in every other way, including love. The love part of it is allowed to bloom and blossom when you're not struggling, when you're not out here being dusty. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to go through things, right? Because some women will take this, and the first sign of problems, or if you get laid off, or if there's an issue with something, they want to hurry up and abandon shit because they said don't marry for only love and money. And they think that only love exists when you have resources, and that's true. Love is supposed to be enduring. It is an action word, and it doesn't mean that he's sitting there playing video games after he gets laid off, but he may not necessarily be in the same financial space temporarily until he get himself back on his feet, or he get things together, or he learn from his experiences. And that's life. That's why you take the vow for richer or for poorer, sickness and in health, is because you're going to go through things. Life is going to be a roller coaster, but it's the work ethic, it's the character, it's the whether or not you love God, it's are you willing to continue to grow and evolve, and are you becoming a better version of yourself every single day? Are you a great mother, right? Do you manage finances and resources effectively? Do you have an addiction or a problem? Do you have trauma that we need to solve for before you get into this? Are you interdependent on me for your happiness, or are you a happy person and you basically add value into the relationship, right? There's a lot more.
So the question is, how do you see? And this is the thing, right? Adding value. Added value. No woman add values into a relationship when it comes to finances, right? And it's not a requirement for men, right? We say that, right? We don't require women to, add money to make them value, right? Because we don't really. That's not a expectation. But when we talk about the value which is put into a relationship, it's not what added, it's what we deem. We deem the person as valuable to us, right? That's where the value is not their added value. We think that they're valuable. We think the woman is valuable. It's not that she's added value. We think she's valuable. So we want to keep her. For women, men add value to their lives because women expectations are, right, that we in a way financially, emotionally, psychologically, etc. Right? The expectations are give me, right? Or take. So therefore, we're adding value to them because with everything that we give them on the physical level, it makes them, in their mind, more successful. So even though they don't find us valuable, they find what we got and the resources and the things that we possess valuable. And that's the difference between men and women, right? We look at each other from a different lens. When I see a beautiful woman, right? Her beauty is what I deem valuable to me. Her personality is what I deem valuable to me. Not that she's adding value to my life, though, right? Because she's actually going to take away because I'm going to have to pay for things. So these are the understanding why women get in marriages to thrive, because they look for the man. When women look at men, they look at us to improve their lives. That's the only way. That's the only way that they're going to deem us, right, as worthy to be in a relationship with our marriage. If they feel they can thrive with us, we're in it for love because we actually love them. We love the way they are. We love the way they look. They're with us to thrive, right? They look for us. They're looking at us as a way out of the whatever they're trying to get out of, whether it's financial or a psychological dark hole, whatever it is, right? Women look for men and expect men to take them where they need to be. So what I'm saying is women look at men from a business perspective. And I agree with Anton that, when you're in a relationship building together, which no women just want to do anymore. Women are not doing that anymore. Right? Women are saying, we don't even want to build with a man. Either you come in and you take her to the next level or stay away. But understandably, when we're dealing with a woman, she's looking to advance off of us. She's looking to advance to the next level because of us. But now she's not going to give us the credit. You know what I mean? She's going to take the credit for herself. But that's what women do, right? They look at it as a business perspective. They look at us as a business acquisition. They don't look at us, oh, I love him. Oh, he's, no. No, they don't look at us like that. Even though they might tell you, I love you. Or we might say, I love you. But, you know, if you don't meet her expectations, she'll get rid of you. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. If you do not meet her expectations, what she expects of you to help her thrive in this world, she's getting rid of you. Women love men so much that they're divorcing them 800,000 times a year. Women love men so much, right? That they're disloyal to him, they're disrespectful to him. They say they don't need a man. I could do this without a man. Women love men so much that they won't even pay for their dinner dates for 6 months straight or 90 days straight. Women don't even really give a fuck about Father's Day. Women really don't even do nothing for men on Valentine's Day, really. Right? Right? Women love men so much that they leave him every 3 to 4 seconds. They're breaking up with a man. So we see clearly that women love men so much that they don't even want to cater to men. That's how much women love men. They don't even want to cater to men. Right? They think they're the prize. Women think they're the prize. So that means what? They love the man so much that I'm not going to cater to you. You need to cater to me. See what I'm saying? See the logic there? If you look at that, because I'm trolling right now, right? I'm just looking at, if we say that women love men, let's just say it, right? Let's just look at it. And we can agree that actions speak louder than words. Right? So let's just say we got 100 women say, I love you, baby, every day, right? For 365 days a year. I love you, baby. But her actions is she doesn't cater to her man. She doesn't want to, do the things to make her man happy. Does that really mean she love him? And that's where we have to always be aware. Actions speak louder than words. These women are not catering to men out here. They don't care. They don't give a fuck about trying to make a man happy. They don't care. Everything a man do for them, a woman thinks she deserves this shit. She thinks she's entitled to everything you do for her. Now, you may be doing it out of, I think she's dope. I think she's a cool bro. I think she's a cool woman. Her personality is I like her, and you do some things for her. She's thinking she deserves everything you're giving her. So she's not going to reciprocate. Yeah, she might give you some sex, but she do that, just keep your mouth shut. Keep it clean. And some women aren't even giving men sex. Some women aren't even giving men sex. So once again, a woman, she will always love herself more than she loves men. That's facts. So when you marry a woman for love, remember, she's marrying you to thrive. And she got to believe that you can help her thrive to the next level at some point. And if you do not do that, she will get rid of you. This is the game. And I'm not trying to, make fun of nobody. All I'm saying is the truth is women leave men 800,000 times a year in the divorce category because they love themselves and they believe that man is no longer the one that's going to help them thrive. Then that's what we have to understand. When women marry, they look to thrive in a marriage. That's what they do. It's a business perspective. Everything is business to them. Everything a woman does with a man is business related or oriented. This is why it's so easy for women to leave men. This is why it's so easy for them to leave marriages, because it's business. It's not personal. It's business. It's not personal. She's leaving because you fucked up the contract, right? You're like, he's not the guy I thought he's supposed to be. He's not turning out the guy I thought he should be. I'm out. And this should have your replacement, right? Should have your replacement on the back end. The nigga she friend zoned 3 years ago when she met you. And then she'll start giving him slight promotions. She won't fuck him, but she'll, start texting him more, right? She'll start emotionally cheating with him while she's developing her exit plan from you. So when you see these divorce numbers the way they are, it's because it's a business. Marriage is a business. It is. Men, we take it for love, right? Oh, I love her. She's the love of my life. I really love this woman. I can see myself being with her forever. That's how we're looking at it. Women, they're looking at it as, this is a business perspective. This is a good business move. Status. That's what women look at it as. So when they divorce you, you shouldn't be surprised if they divorce you. I'm not wishing this on nobody, but I'm saying if it happens, don't be surprised, because this is how women are moving in unification, right? Women are moving like this. And if there are marriages that are lasting past the time that, they should be, most time the guy is happy wife and happy life in it, right? He is a hell of a slave. Right? He is a hell of a slave. So once again, men, we get with women in love, right? Which is a very bad reason. And women, when they get married to you, they're looking to thrive. If they feel that you can't help them thrive, they would never let you make them you be their wives or husbands. They won't do it. They won't do it because women are winning. They plan to win. They're not playing for love.
More that goes into it than just, do I love you and do I get butterflies with you and do you have resources? Also, a lot of times women think that this is only applicable to men. It's not. It is also applicable to women, because I tell guys to stop getting with broke women. Stop getting.
Now, Anton, how can you tell guys to stop getting with broke women when most women are broke? I mean, there's only so much room at the top, right? And the women who got it really good, right, who's making high earners, they're not giving the average guys chances. So, Anton, I kind of disagree with you when you said stop marrying broke women. Well, it would not benefit a man in a lot of way of being a man to marry a woman who is of great success, because now she's going to carry a lot of masculine traits. So now if you meet a woman of great success who's you trying to get with, are you willing to be treated like a bitch? Because you will be her bitch. Even men who got all the money in a relationship has been treated like bitches. Imagine a woman with a lot of money more than you or equal to you. She's going to treat you like her bitch. And that's where I think we have to understand that it's a thin line when you talk about getting with a woman who's not broke, who has money like you, who are equal, and she's got a lot going for herself, a lot of times these women gonna treat you like they bitch. Because once again, if she has money and a career and all those things, you're expendable to her. Even without that, a man is expendable to a woman, right? But with that, especially, if she's successful, you are definitely expendable, even more so. That's why they say women who are educated divorce at 90% because they got that career, the money, and they got good money in the bank, and you don't do a half a thing they say, they're leaving you. And if you try to do everything they say, they're going to dog walk you because they got that money. And they don't need your money. Even though they want your money, they're going to take your money. But when she get tired of you, it's easy for her to walk away. Because, I was with him for 5 years, and he was paying for everything because that's what men are supposed to do. She was saving up all her money. So now she can go pay a year rent. You know what I'm saying? No problem. And she ain't even, and she still got her good job. So this is a walking contradiction. This is kind of a contradictable thing, right? Because it's a poison. It's a, how you say it? On both ends, choose your poison, right? Choose your poison. If you meet a woman who's broke, right, and has to rely on you, she's still going to be the emotionally unstable person that she is, and she's still going to think she's better than you because of her options. Now, that's one poison. Now you take the woman with the money, right, with the career. Take that poison, right? She's still going to think she's better than you because she got some money and career and options. So she's going to really be judging you. She's going to really be on your head. The room for error. Now, the difference is the broke woman, the room for error is just a little bit more. You got a little bit more room for error because she's dependent on you. So you got a little bit more room for error. The woman with the career, the big money, you have no room for error. That's the only difference. I mean, one slip up, she's out of there. She's heading to the motherfucking hills because she can find peace and covering in her money and her accolades and her success. That there is her protection, her provider, right? So I'm a little, Anton said, don't stop marrying broke women or getting with broke women when the majority of women is broke. That's one. And two, if you marry a woman with a lot of money and success, it's going to be a power struggle of psychological who wears the pants in the house.
With women that couldn't take care of themselves by themselves and thinking that you're going to save her. We have a savior complex that is going to lead to you getting.
Now, and that's another thing I disagree with this Mr. Anton Daniels. We are by nature, it's not a savior complex. We're not trying to save this woman. It's just by nature, by natural, we want to lead and protect and provide all that stuff for a woman. So a man will be more attracted to a broke woman than he is a career woman. A broke woman is more desirable for a man because men, they like to take care of the women they love. They want to feel needed. If they see the woman over there with their career and all the money, it's not as attractive because they know that she doesn't need him, right? So objectively for men, we're more attracted to a broke woman because we want to feel needed and we want to help them. We're not really greatly attracted to a success woman with career stuff because she doesn't need us. So therefore, it's not as, she may be beautiful, she may be funny, but how can we add value to her? How can we make, there's really no, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to fight for power of supremacy and stuff like that. So, and a man that sees a woman with a lot of money and he's rich, he doesn't feel like You know, but there are men marrying a lot of rich women, though. They are. But it's more desirable to be with a woman that needs him than a woman that don't need him.
Getting burned out, tired, and when you no longer want to deal with her, you're not going to be able to walk away from the situation because y'all have kids or you married or what.
But Anton is describing his own life. His wife was broke and still don't make as much money as him. And he's not divorcing her. So I don't know. He's a little hypocrite here on his life. I don't know.
Whatever, or both, right? And so a lot of times we think that just because we make money, that the love part of it or the other part of it or you adding value or whatever should not exist. And it should exist. It is.
But his wife would never ever be able to, you know what I mean, match what he requires from his wife will be just to keep the house in order, right? She probably does a lot of managing his booking his appointments and stuff like that, right? What's up, Zyrock? What? Look who pulls up. Look who pulled up. Let me get a shout out to Lady Zyrock. She come back, right? She been playing the mommy role for about 3 days now. Well, she plays it every day, but it's the holiday mommy role, right? There's two. There's a mommy role, then there's a holiday mommy role. Let me find out you wearing the Santa Claus hat at the house. But welcome back, welcome back. Yeah. But men, we get in relationships for love, and I think this is to our greatest detriment. It's to our greatest detriment. If you marry for love, you are running the risk of a dangerous situation, emotionally wise. I mean, ain't too much worry about getting robbed or nothing, but you know, coming home and finding text messages, and a lot of different things going on in these marriages, man. This is crazy, man. A lot of marriages, even though they're together, they're very unhealthy. A lot of unhealthy shit going on. So we have to.
It's supposed to be a part of your DNA. It's supposed to be a part of your character. And so a lot of times we'll get with these lazy women because they look pretty. But let me tell you something. It doesn't mean that you're going to like her every single day. Sometimes she's going to get on your nerves, or sometimes she's going to nag. Sometimes she's going to be problematic. But you'll be able to endure through that when you guys are resourceful and when you are responsible for money. One of the reasons why this lawyer is right is because the number one reason, and this is statistically true, the number one reason why the majority of people break up or get divorced is because of resources. Why?
Let's kind of break that down. What do you mean because of resources? It's not because the guy is reckless. It's largely time because, once again, women are in marriages to thrive. And if she feels that she's not thriving in this marriage, meaning financially, that's the number one reason for divorce in 2026. If a woman feels that she's not thriving financially, she would divorce you. That's why it's the number one reason for divorce. If the number one reason for divorce is financials, and most men are the sole providers, or 50-50, whatever partnership, the man most likely didn't meet what she thought he should meet, meaning she married him with the expectation of him thriving to out-earn her, to make more money and put them in a better position. And he fell short of that goal. She filed divorce paperwork. I don't think men think when they marry women that women aren't thinking about these things. Is he, I don't think men really think that women is thinking, if his nigga don't make this much money, if he ain't putting all this money up in there, if he ain't doing this and doing that, right? I don't think men think that women think that they're judging them based on their economic success. So that means they had that job when they made them. At a certain point, she's thinking you're supposed to get promoted so you can make more money and put you guys in a more better position. Women think like that because women get in marriage to thrive, nigga. They don't get into marriage to stay the same. They don't get married to stay at the same level for the next 20 years. Women don't get married to be barely making it and barely living check to check for the next 10 years. No, when they marry you, they're looking for you to take them to the next level financially alone. And if they have to contribute to put y'all to the next level, they're leaving you. Because they see that, oh, what do I need him for? What the point did I marry him for? If I got to get out here and get the bag that's making more money than him, outdoing him, she'll lose respect for you. Women compete. I don't understand. Women compete with their men. And they don't want to. They want you to outdo them so that they can win from you and you can put them in a position to win. But if you do not meet that criteria while you're married to them for 5 years, 6 years, whatever, they're going to leave you. That's why number one reason for divorce is financial, because it's the woman and she's filing the paperwork because she's telling the judge basically he didn't make it, he didn't meet the goal. He didn't meet her requirements. Women are cold-blooded like this. They don't care. And they would take the family, they would take the kids, they would put you on child support and find another suitor who they think probably already got one in a wing, or some sort of, a lot of them have what you call friend zone guys, right? Or work husbands that they've been courting for last 2 years, they've been ready to divorce you. Women are strategical. Women are strategical. And they will come up with a plan to leave you if, once again, they don't feel like they're thriving with you.
Why? Because you can endure through a tough time or you can forgive each other. But when you broke and when you poor and you starting to get older and you ain't got no retirement and stuff, that hit different, right? This conversation about resources start to make more sense once you get older. And people that keep thinking that you're not supposed to be resourceful or growing, even scripturally, even biblically, you're supposed to leave an inheritance, right? You're supposed to be resourceful.
See, now Anton is making it all about money. Anton is making it all about money. He's married. And he's letting you know. The only way his woman is with him in his bed is he's thriving. Yeah. He's thriving.
You need to read the story of the talents about the person that buried their one talent and then he wound up taking it and giving it to somebody else because he was being resourceful and useful with it, right? And so when we start to have these conversations, I don't want you to get easily offended. I want you to take the meat, spit out the bones, and to make sure you understand what the person is trying to communicate. They're communicating that you can't take care of anybody if you can't take care of yourself. You can't start having a conversation about building on something when you don't have a foundation. If you don't have strong work ethic, if you don't have a vision for your life, if you don't have something for her to buy into, then it is going to fail. And vice versa. If the woman does not have the ability to nurture, to add value, to be resourceful, and if she's just lazy and think that she could just be a stay-at-home wife because you have resources, do you think that she's still going to be there if you lose it or if you get laid off or if you go through a tough time, that her eye is not going to start to wander? Do you think that it's much easier for both the man and the woman, especially the woman, when they are comfortable? And I ain't telling you that you got to be rich, but I'm telling you that when your bills is paid, when you then pay off your debt, when you don't have struggle love is probably the worst type of love that you can be in, right? It is the worst type of situation that a man can find themselves in. So,
but struggle love is supposed to be the best because it's the best time you can find out if somebody's with you because they really love you, or struggle love is supposed to be the best time to meet a girl because now you can see if they're really with you because they really want to be with you, right? You don't want to marry or get with a woman at the finish line, right? Because obviously, most likely, she's going to want you for whatever you can provide her. But they said when you meet a woman, the best way to meet a woman is to meet a woman to build with. But then he just turned. See, this is contradiction. This is how men contradict themselves every day, right? We say, oh, you want to meet a woman, to build with. But then he comes and say, right now, well, struggle love is the worst type. Now, so if you're building, you're going to struggle at some point. At some point. I mean, unless you get lucky, most times you're going to struggle. But through the struggle is how you know that a true relationship is through struggle. So you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't say on one end, if you want to have a good relationship, want a true, genuine relationship, to meet someone and say, hey, no, let's build together. Let's build and strive together. And then on another hand, and say, oh, well, struggle love is the worst thing to be. We don't want to struggle love. No struggle love. So that means no love until you get to the finish line. And if you get to the finish line, you really ain't going to find no love. That's the worst thing to do when you're at the finish line and try to get married, because everybody's going to want what you got. And you ain't going to know who's genuinely going to like you for you. And this is, once again, the walking contradiction on these panels. They tell you on one hand, look for a woman to build with. A woman who starts with you when you ain't got nothing, that's the woman that's going to be for you. But then turn around and tell you struggle love is the worst love. And once again, right, there is no guarantee on which way you do it, period. You find someone in the beginning or in the end, it's a gamble. If you meet someone at any point in your life, doesn't mean y'all going to guarantee to be together forever. There is no formula to guarantee an eternal love. Love comes and goes, nigga. Love comes and goes. It's here today, gone tomorrow. That's the bottom line, especially for women, because they don't use it. Women say, hey, the only love I can share with you is self-love. I'm going to love myself. For me to love someone else, I got to love myself first, which is another way of saying, if you compromise my happiness, I'm leaving your ass. And that's just the bottom line.
The worst type of situation that a woman can find herself in. Nobody wants struggle love. Nobody wants to be in a struggle buggy for the rest of their life. People are looking to thrive. And again, it is okay if you go through something. You're going to go through some temporary lows. You're going to have some problems. You're going to have some issues. Life is going to kick your ass. You might get hospitalized. You might miss some hours, whatever. But if that is an ongoing, being broke as an ongoing theme of your relationship, I don't think that it's going to last unless y'all just okay to be in subpar. And I've never been that way. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. T Genly, 40% off your first order, 20% off.
Struggle love is, there's no such thing. Well, in being in a relationship where there's financial instability, that does exist. But that doesn't mean, that you're a bad person. That doesn't mean that you can't be successful. The struggle love, which doesn't exist. I don't know why they say struggle love. No such thing, right? You guys together, mostly sexual, it's mostly lust. Men who are successful are getting divorced every day. So struggle love is not, you know what I mean? Men who got money, men who have it all. From Tom Brady to Tyreek, they're all getting divorced. The women are all leaving them. So it doesn't matter if you're struggle love or if you guys are successful and already in a great place. Right? Women can never be satisfied. They will leave you. Even if you could have all the money in the world, you can give her the moon, you can give her Venus, you give her stars, and she'll still leave you for Pluto. Because women are only loyal to the way they feel and what makes them feel good. And what makes them feel good is when they're thriving. And if that relationship, that marriage is not thriving, they diving out that bitch. Because they don't give a fuck. Woman will always love herself more than she loves you. So therefore, the only thing you could do for her is help and keep, for her to justify to keep you around, is do everything she say and help her thrive. And that's just the way it is. You know, ain't no way around it. You're not fit to get around that.
Flowers, no jewelry, nothing.
Baby, I ain't your daddy. I'm trying to go on a date with you, spend some time.
I thought that was spending time.
Spending money? Baby, I pulled up in an Audi.
Oh, you not a boss?
No, I got a 9 to 5. I got a boss.
I thought you was a boss. I'm used to black trucks and Bentleys. What is this?
Well, it's a big difference here. It's a nice watch you got there.
Oh, is this? Yeah, my ex got me. He got me this and this. He got my mom one too.
Damn, that's a good guy.
Yeah, he died. First of all,
Damn, with all that money, you should have paid to stay alive.
what?
Hey, you back again, huh? You got another one. Like this. I got you at $89.50. $89.50.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I gotta buy it. Oh, no, they said it's tricky if you got it. I don't got it. Boy, I ain't know buying it.
You know, what's the name got it?
You already know.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Don't worry about it.
I ain't mad at it, baby. Seem like you phoned the bag. I ain't the one to pick it up.
They don't have no Wagyu steak here.
It's on the restaurant. It doesn't fit your palate.
I'll be right back, all right? Stay right here. Wait for me. I'll be right back.
Keep going.
What? I can't believe it because I just don't want to do this. I can't do it. I can't because I'm used to bosses, APs.
Who's this nigga? Hey, listen, why you trying to take her, bro? She expensive. Yeah. You can have her, bro.
And these women ain't playing out here. They not playing. Left that nigga right. Oh, you ain't no boss. Oh, you don't pay for nothing? She got a nigga to pull right up. She got a nigga to pull right up. This is how these women operating. Right?
Come here. Sit down, please. This is how I'm expecting you to apologize every time we have a disagreement or argument, okay? I was wrong. You were right. I'm stupid. You're not. I'm dumb. You're smart. I'm ugly. You're really good looking. As long as you're willing to admit that, we're going to be good, okay? Keep that in mind.
And this is for real. This is real shit out here. This is real shit out here.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
What you doing?
Nothing.
How was your day?
Good.
That's cool.
So you just gonna play the game instead of talk to me?
What?
You just gonna play the game instead of talk to me?
No, I was just...
No, you know what? You can play the game if you want to. Bye.
Hello?
So you're not gonna call me back?
What? You hung up on me?
No, it's fine if you don't want to talk to me. You can play the game. Goodbye.
Oh, man.
How can I make my boyfriend understand that it is wrong to like women's posts and stories on IG?
Yeah, see, I can't stand that. Men, if you got a girl, like that picture in your mind, because it's really not even about the fact that that girl is now getting your energy. It's the fact, and this is where we have to protect our partner, because other women, this is the thing about women. What women do is we as women will see a man in a relationship and we want to know how much of a relationship is he really in? How good to her is he really? Does he really love her? And then they'll say things like, oh, he was liking all my pictures. Oh, he's still all up in my DMs. Oh, he's still sending me heart eyes. And it just makes your girl look like a clown. Okay, it's giving an opportunity for other women, and trust me, the same way that men talk, women talk, okay? Yeah. For women to get around and talk about your girl and make her sound like a lame and a loser.
Check yourself, nigga. Check yourself. Well, thank y'all for coming. I'm in the live. Till next time. Yeah, these women out here ain't no joke, no boy. If they can't thrive with you, they're not going to do it with you. They're not going to struggle love you. They don't even care if you got all the money. They don't care if you don't got. They all about their happiness and what makes them feel good. 1 minute they take a broke nigga because he make it feel good, and they get rid of him and get a rich nigga. They get rid of him and get rid of an average nigga. And they get rid of him. Women, they're going to have, these women got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50 body counts. They don't care. These women got 100 body counts. So that what they do, they get rid of broke nigga, get tired of him because he ain't making no money. Then they get a nigga with money, get tired of him because he got too many bitches. Then they get with another nigga because, you know, they think he's like balanced. He's a doctor, he has balance, but he's boring, right? He doesn't want to have any fun. He wants to sit at home and watch Netflix. He doesn't want to go out and spend money. So they're getting rid of him. So this shit is very this shit is very unstable and untoxic. Do not marry. Do not marry these women. I'm telling you. Do not. By all means. Do not go get that ring. I don't give a fuck what you got to do. And take everything short term. Deal with every woman on a short term gratification. That's it. That's it. That's it. And because the moment you start showing you care, start showing how much you love her, how much you miss her, then you're going to get that blue face treatment. Yeah. She going to dog walk you. Then, don't talk about, I love you and I miss you and I kiss you. You're going to be the only one? Oh, she gonna tear your ass out the frame. She gonna tear your ass out the frame. Because women, they are demons. These women are demons out here. Period. They don't give a fuck who they hurt. They're snatching niggas' hearts out and stomping on the ground and picking it up and giving it to them. It's your bitch ass on. That's how these women are moving out here, boy. These women are vicious. And I'm like, damn, it ain't even funny. It ain't really, I shouldn't even be laughing. But it's just the truth. These women are, they are irrepressible. How's what I want to do? They are very, I would say, selfish and cold-hearted. And even to the point that they really like you, they can really, really like you, right? but they're going to dig into themselves and find out a reason why they love themselves more. And then the problem is a lot of influence as well, right? Their friends influencing them. They got their TikTok. They got their Instagram. They get all these likes, right? They get all these things. And that's what validates them. So the moment y'all get into an argument, the moment y'all have a disagreement, she's gonna be vulnerable. She's gonna be a liability. Because these women, they don't have any backbone anymore. They don't have no backbone. Because they care only for the moment. Women are living for the moment, not the long term. Yeah, that's what we have to accept. Have a good day.